Today on Teuty's track analysis, we have the track of the day for July 3rd, Oka'Yeg by Eggs TM. Oka'Yeg is a mixed surface track with a large focus on the textile, and it's made from the surfaces road, sausage, grass, dirt, and plastic. Near the start of the track, you will find the GPS, which has a time of 44.968, and that is roughly 9/10 faster than the author metal time. Throughout the entirety of the track, you will find multiple hard speed checks, so if you do not have enough speed, you will not be able to continue driving, though I did not find any of these speed checks to be particularly difficult. To end the track, we just have a single finish line. As for the difficulty of the track, I found it to be slightly more challenging than an average track of the day and would rate it a 6 out of 10. I felt the same could not be said about the medal times, however, finding them easier than an average track of the day, with my personal best of a 45.540, coming in roughly 3/10 ahead of the author medal time of 45.862. The gold medal time was 49 seconds, the silver 56 seconds, and the bronze 1 minute and 9 seconds. Overall, I very much enjoyed the track and would rate it a plus. For the route analysis and comparison today, we are using the current world record Ghost driven by Ludus, and their time of a 44.545 is 1 second ahead of my personal best. We have a pretty typical start here. You just want to go as close to the corner as possible. And then as we move on to this upcoming blue piece, we'll see two different approaches. I go much lower, the world record stays up high. Overall, it's going to result in a wash, but I will pull a little bit further ahead initially, but the world record will come through with a little bit more speed. But as we hit this drift again, kind of a wash. But as we move through the drift here, we'll see we start out wide and come very close on an inside line here. Exit is also very important. We'll see that our lines here are really not all too different. The world record is slightly pointed more towards the right here, and that'll be very apparent here on the landing. As we'll see, I'll have to turn towards the right a bit more in order to make this upcoming turn on the grass. As we move to the exit of the grass, we'll see I continue going further towards the left because I figured you want to be maybe wide for this approach here, but we'll see the world record go on a very tight inside line. And then for this dirt, of course, you want to be riding this outside line. Unfortunately, I left a bit early here, and this will cause me a decent amount of speed on the exit. This upcoming left-hand turn can be a bit challenging. We have two different approaches here as well, with me going wide and doing a small release. The world record takes an inside line and does a small drift. You do want to be on that inside line, however, as you will get a massive amount of airtime or crash if you are wide there. It'll also help you set up for that drift we just passed. Moving up to this next transition here, this is the part of the track I really didn't care for. Maybe I'm taking the approach a little bit wrong, but overall I'm not too far off of what the world record did. You can see here I land on two wheels, kind of rock back and forth, and a lot of the times I would lose a massive amount of speed there. But moving on to this next jump here for the plastic, we'll see the world record jump further inside than I do, but this wider approach does allow me to gain a little bit of ground here with extra speed. However, I kind of blow that here, turning a little too hard to the left. Another minor complaint about the track was this downhill right here. Sometimes I had too much speed and would get airtime while going down here, which would, basically completely ruin my run as it would slow you down quite a bit. And we can see the world record nearly getting that airtime as well on the right-hand side of the screen with their left side wheels completely lifted off the ground here. So a couple different options here, going very wide towards the right like the world record did. Also driving from the left-hand side to the right-hand side should minimize that chance of airtime. But after that, there's not too much left of the track. We got two more drifts to go, including this one here, starting out fairly wide and taking it very inside there. And then we have one more drift right here, again, starting pretty early, getting right around the apex of that turn, and then you can full send it to the finish line. Obviously, there has not been a track analysis or video in general for a while. If you did not know, I was just taking a break, but I'm glad to be back. We do have a bit of a schedule change. If you did not see, track analysis will now be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will be also now streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting 2 hours before track of the day start. I will also be doing some shorts on Trackmania, doing recaps of the previous day's track of the day, and giving some brief stats on them. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed today's analysis. If you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe, and check the description if you're interested in joining my Discord. But that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for the next one.